Hello guys and a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Geetu. I'm a singer, songwriter and a law student and मैंने सोचा कि ये क्योंकि मेरी पहली वीडियो है तो maybe it would be a good idea to start with a self Q&A and I've compiled some questions with me which I'm going to be answering. Let's start. One of the questions that I get asked a lot is how do I manage being a singer, a musician and a law student at the same time क्योंकि ये इतनी मतलब different fields हैं, they're just both so time consuming. So how do I really like balance both of these things? So I really feel like first of all they are correlated, like contrary to popular belief they are correlated. Law in particular is something that is like that would usually have like a relation with anything that you're doing. As a musician it has helped me so much. I have made like contracts of my own. I have like learned intellectual property, copyrights and all of that stuff, which has like really like helped me be like a better musician. Yes, these are very difficult fields, both of them like require a lot of time. Aapko law is just something that puts you to sleep like this. Even there's like a different routine like required for both of these usually. Like law requires you to just get up in the morning, be an early bird, and a lot of times being an artist requires you to be a night owl, and that is something that I've personally struggled with, and I would say that maybe I still struggle with it. But yeah, it is hard, but I have been doing fine and hopefully it will stay fine. I would say that for me probably being an artist is harder than being a lawyer, because law is like you just get into the books, you just get into the whole thing, like you just overwork and then you just get a guaranteed result, and that is it. Like physically and mentally, yes, you get very tired as a lawyer, as a law student, but as a musician you just need as an artist you just need your heart to be broken. And this is like true. Like I used to think nahi yaar aisa nahi hota, like it's just not true, but it is completely true. If you want to be an artist you have to get your heart broken, you have to go through a lot of suffering, and that is like literally in your soul. So and without that you cannot really like make good art, and that's why I think being an artist is a little harder than being a lawyer. What am I gonna be eventually? I don't really think I have decided for that matter कि मैं क्या बनूंगा. I just want to go with the flow right now. I really believe in the fact that Allah is the best of the planners, and our plans are like completely useless, against it sometimes. But I would say that right now, as we speak, I have thought of being a lawyer, and a human rights lawyer specifically, and keeping my music as my passion, because this is just something that I can do from my room. And yeah. So my music is really inspired from a lot of artists. Ek to, my favorite artist is Zayn Malik, and I'm a huge fan of Zayn Malik, by the way. Then I really like The Weeknd. I think he's an incredible performer. Sometimes I take some inspiration from Justin Bieber. I think he has had the longest like career runs ever, so I can definitely use some inspiration from him. Arjit Singh has had one of the best career runs ever. He has given hits after hits like har saal ever since he like became famous from Ashiki 2. And yeah, I really like Bollywood music, Western music, and I also have a thing for like music in like other languages, like especially like Turkish and Arabic. These days I'm trying to learn Arabic, so yeah, it comes from all of these artists. Iske alawa it comes from my personal experiences. My first ever song Tanha was actually about my life. Like it was completely true, which is pretty sad, but it was. And some other times the inspiration comes directly from somewhere, I don't even know kahan se. Like I wrote this song which I cannot talk about right now, and I think it's like one of the best songs that I've ever written. And the inspiration for it just came from like I was just like sitting on the same bed, and this lyric just started like going off in my mind with the tune, and I really thought it wasn't like a good tune. Like I tried to like discard it. Usually I just take my phone and like record whatever it is that I'm thinking of ताकि मैं भूल ना जाऊँ उसे. But that day I just didn't even record it because I didn't think that it was like a good tune. The next day it was still stuck in my head, और उसके अगले दिन भी was still stuck in my head, so I decided to put it out. and it became one of the best songs that I've ever written. So sometimes, the inspiration is like pretty random, and I really feel like a artist is just like being an artist is divine almost in a way, because I don't really make my art, like I don't really write my songs. जो मेरे गाने हैं जो मैं लिखता हूँ वो ऐसे ही है कि जिस तरह गाना अपने आप को मुझसे लिखवाता है, and this is like 100% true. So yeah, that's where my inspiration comes from. Biggest challenge as an artist, I really think the waiting aspect of being an artist is the biggest challenge for me. And when I say waiting, I mean, for instance, if I have like right now I have like 20 to 25 songs that I've written, and all of them I consider to be like really good, but I just have to wait. I have to wait to find the perfect team, the producer, arrange the costs and everything. और इसके बावजूद भी I have to like wait, like, because I cannot like realistically release like more than one song per month, right? So it's like, yeah, I have to wait, and I don't like that waiting at all. इसके अलावा ये है कि connecting with the audience, finding my audience is just really hard these days, and especially in this era where, like, music and literally everything else is marketed through reels, and a lot of those reels are just pointless. I really, because I'm not really that person. I'm like not very good with reels. I cannot just make something and put it out and just expect to blow up. I really focus on writing my songs. I really focus on singing them properly, and yeah, that's what it is. My dream collaborations include, like, sabse pehle to Zayn Malik, and actually I have written a song which I want Zayn Malik to jump on eventually. I really think if he's gonna kill it. Uh, Clearly, I have like he's one of the artists that has inspired me the most. इसके अलावा, I would love to have a song with Shreya Ghoshal one day. She is probably one of the best female voices that I've ever heard in my life. I have some other Western female singers that I would love to collaborate with. Yeah, these are the names that are coming to my mind right now. Any legal advice for aspiring artists? Acha, so I think this is really important. And a lot of the new artists that come, they are just like, some people just go after them like wolves, because they just want to like really grab them and benefit from them. Because eventually those people, those new artists have like good art, they have something which is very useful for the industry. Because jitni marzi corruption ho, eventually this is a field that needs like talent. So if there's like new talented artists, these people just go after them, they try to grab them and just benefit off them, they try to make money from them, and sometimes steal their work. So I really feel like before signing any contracts or anything of that sort, I think it's very important to have some legal advice. I feel like it is really important to understand your rights, the copyright protection, and yeah, stuff like that. और आज का जो ज़माना है, I would say, people from their rooms are just becoming like big artists. So if someone tries to convince you that you need them, that doesn't really have to be the case. As long as you are like making good music, you can like make it on your own too and keep your money. So the story behind my artist name is pretty interesting. Or mera artist name Geetu was given to me by my mom, and she thought that when I used to cry as a baby, so my voice was like very melodious, and Geet is an Urdu word for like song. So she coincidentally gave me this name. There was no history of any musicians in my family like before me, although we have a family history of lawyers. So yeah, she gave me this name, and coincidentally I grew up to be a singer, a musician, and I've actually had quite a bit of success with this name too, because Geetu is just something that spreads like wildfire, and it's a pretty unique, catchy little artist name. I started writing songs when I was like as little as probably 3, 4. I don't know when is the time like a person like starts speaking. That's when I was writing my songs. But to be very clear, those songs were not good. Those songs were really bad. And by the time I was like 11, 12, 13, I was still writing songs, and they were really cringe. um, but nobody told me that they're cringe, बल्कि शायद मैंने किसी को सुनाया भी नहीं ठीक से, which is pretty nice, क्योंकि अगर शायद सुनाए होते तो मैं शायद improve नहीं कर पाता. And I improved. And the first time that I wrote like a good song would have been when I was like 16 or 17. And I still have that song. I've improved it a little bit, and hopefully it's going to be one of my next songs, and it's a good song. So yeah, probably I would say that proper song writing was like 16, 17. Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. Bahria Town. So for those of you who don't know, Bahria Town is a society in Karachi. और जब भी कोई कराची वाला सुनता है कि मैं बहरिया टाउन में रहता हूँ या मैं बहरिया टाउन से आता हूँ, except obviously people that live in Bahria Town, they give me this like surprised reaction कि how do you manage to do that. And I think it's fair on their part, लेकिन I would like to say कि this is probably the best and the most beautiful society of Pakistan. And as soon as you like enter like the gate of Bahria Town, it's like all of your tiredness, your thakan and everything just goes away, and you just feel like you are home, pollution free, and just with the best aesthetically pleasing views ever. That's it for today's video. I really enjoyed making this video for you guys. I had written down some questions, but if you have more questions for me, feel free to put them down in the comments. Please make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel and share it with your friends, and let me know what else you would like me to make. Take care.